Right. Question number 3. Should drinks companies reduce sugar content? Hashtag Iron Brew.
Yes.
Okay.
But they should also give the option of having the old.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, they should do both.
Yeah. I want to pitch my idea to Iron
people
Brew.
can pay
Iron
more.
Brew Classic. Yeah, and pay more and keep it in beside the mixers where like all the mixers for our booze are. Like all those like fancy kind of mixers you get. Keep the sell Iron Brew Classic in there and charge like whatever the tax is plus like double on top.
Yeah.
And like today when I was hungover, gladly pay that, especially if it comes in a glass bottle for Iron Brew in the case of Iron Brew. So they should, but
at the same time as doing that, they should kind of responsibly, in line with the government tax scheme, bring their normal, full fat Iron Brew down.
Yeah,
reduce that down.
I think that's fair enough.
I'm not happy that they what's the point of reducing the sugar in it is
Obesity.
to be healthier. Obesity.
Yeah,
okay, so how many people
obesity.
die from smoking tobacco?
Loads.
So okay,
It's a lot of tax on tobacco.
Yeah, there's like mostly tax.
but just if the point is to make people healthier, then don't start with reducing the sugar in a sugary drink. Start with the substance that just makes you addicted and all that. Like what I'm just saying, just leave it alone. Just let them do what they want. They shouldn't be. What's that? What I want a company to be able to do whatever the fuck it wants, and just it has to be super honest, and put all your effort into making them be honest.
It's not being forced to. They would have to pay a tax if they kept it the way they were, and they're kind of getting on board with kind of. I think companies know that they kind of need to get on board with. Like if the government, it's kind of like if the government brings in this tax, people voted in the government. The general consensus is probably like, we'd quite like it to be a bit more healthier. We're kind of a bit more health conscious, so the companies can be seen to be like, we're paving the way of that healthy. Then like you're happy and you'll still buy their products. So they were just like, fuck the tax, we'll have the tax on. Fuck obesity and NHS. You can do what you like.
But what? Just leave up to the people. Just don't.
Which
it's
is fine,
just a
but
company.
then,
It's like a private company. It shouldn't have to abide by.
I'm happy with the idea that leave up to the people, but I also think people aren't responsible.
No,
humans don't have that capability.
I don't think you can leave it up to people. I think that's a bad idea. Like that's proven that that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
But just teach them. They'll just.
I think that most people know that. Like,
well, then that's what they want to do. Then that's fine, is it not?
well, no, because then the state has to pay. Like the problem. Well, basically, like the logical consequence of your thinking is that you end up in like a completely like libertarian state where like everybody has to pay for everything that they do. Everyone just like lives in their little zone. So it's sort of like you can like smoke all your life, but then when you get cancer, you have to pay for all the cancer treatment. Like nobody's going to help you out because you didn't pay any tax and you didn't do any shit along those lines. So it's like. That's fine if that's the way you want to go, but I think that's like a total horror show of a society to live in. So it's like if you assume that it's like, well, the state's going to provide for like healthcare and take care of you if you're sick and stuff, then you also have to be like, well, in that case, there's an incentive for society. Well, there is an incentive for society for everybody to be healthy anyway, because like healthy people are better, like economically and all the rest of it. But just generally, if you have to stop people getting ill if you're going to then have to take care of them. So I think it's like reasonable to do that sort of thing. Like as a smoker, I think it's perfectly reasonable that there's like so much tax and tax here. It doesn't bother me because on balance of probability, I'll be burning through quite a lot of that tax money that I've paid. Like I'm probably like
investment
up on the deal. Like,
so, but you want to have the choice. So I think that's the key point. Is
that's why I think tax is an effective way of doing it.
Yeah. And
that's why I think the sugar like the drinks companies should do like a full classic version, because then it's like, well, I get to if I can pay more, and then that's why it also stops it like disproportionately affecting like poor people.
Mm-hmm. And if you had to pay more as well, you wouldn't necessarily be going wild. Do you mean if there were say it was like the glass bottle, but it's £5? Yeah, I mean it's like a bottle of wine, but it's that. Then you would buy it once in a blue moon and be like a treat. Maybe like a treat massive.
Like the glass bottles of Coke when you get in the shop.
Yeah.
Like I'm not buying them all the time, but if I'm like feeling fancy.
Are we happy? Should drinks companies reduce sugar content? Yes.
Yes, but they should have the choice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
if you can have the choice.